From the whispers around a fire, cities that would rule continents were born. In the glow of embers, memory became instruction, and language gave us the power to coordinate, to imagine, and to build. When we learned to turn the seasons into a calendar for the harvest, the first societies took root, and their stories began to unfold along the great rivers of the world. In Mesopotamia, scribes pressed reeds into clay, capturing promises in the world's first laws. Along the Nile, temples tracked the floods and organized a kingdom. In the Indus Valley, planned cities hinted at a complex social order, while by the Yellow River, great walls rose to protect kings and their domains. Soon, these centers were linked. Caravans forged paths across Afro-Eurasia, stitching together markets with roads and binding empires with the simple trust of a coin. But what truly holds a world of strangers together? As goods traveled, so did meaning. In bustling markets and quiet courts, new frameworks for how to live emerged. Confucian ethics mapped the duties that bind a family to a state. Buddhism offered a path of compassion to release a world from suffering. And across Western Asia, a series of revelations gave birth to faiths centered on a single God: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, each offering a unique vision for law, mercy, and community. Ideas became the new roads, and we still walk them today, wrestling with their timeless questions. Then, the oceans ceased to be barriers and became highways. On salt-stung docks, a new global age dawned. Oceanic voyages connected the Americas, Africa, and Eurasia, unleashing the immense wealth of the Columbian Exchange and the immense brutality of the Atlantic slave trade. Empires swelled, maps were redrawn, and the world was forever bound together by currents of both profit and pain. These new connections carried more than cargo; they carried revolutionary thought. An age of reason began to question the nature of power, rights, and government. From 1776 in America to the barricades of France and the slave revolt in Haiti, constitutions were written and chains were broken. Change began to accelerate. Steam and steel remade the very meaning of work, building new empires and fueling new forms of resistance. The last century was forged in fire. 2 global wars and unimaginable genocide gave way to a tense peace, as new nations and institutions tried to build a more stable order after 1945. A Cold War drew lines across the map, while civil rights movements redrew the lines in our hearts and minds. Then came silicon and satellites. A digital web now binds our markets and our myths, letting a message cross an ocean in an instant. Today, globalization meets climate urgency, and astonishing innovation lives alongside deep inequality. Our history has brought us here, to this interconnected, fragile moment, and just ahead lies the future we dare to build together.